Shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and the glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwatash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and blessings be multiplied on all you brethren out there preaching this word in all sincerity and in truth. To the hopeful elect, men, women, and children. This is the brother Dama Agabar, here with another lesson, Lord willing to edify through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. As you can see, the title of this article, it says Australia plots a digital ID launch for this year. All right. And we know what this digital ID is eventually going to lead to, which is going to lead to the MOTB, which is the mark of the beast. Okay. And this is a gradual, a thing called gradualism, which we go in ad nauseum here at Great Millstone, because these are the times that we are living in where this digital ID launch is just really a snare and a trap for the souls of all you people out there to enter you into this devil's new world order, which you will be enslaved digitally by this system, where they can have complete and total control over you, your ability to buy or sell, your ability to travel, your ability to have access to particular, you know, um, you know, resources. All right. And we know that, their whole agenda of climate change and sustainability and, electric vehicles and, getting rid of gas powered cars, it's all really a snare and a trap for these devils to ultimately have total control over your access to resources. And they're presenting it as if they're trying to save the earth and, limit the amount of resources that people are consuming so that they can save the planet earth. But really, it's all a snare and a trap for them to trap you into this digital slavery, digital mark of the beast, artificial intelligent RAND, slavery systems where these elites can have complete and total control over every aspect of your life. You see? And this is why they're coming out with the brain chips. They're coming out with all this different technology that they're trying to deceive you people into believing that, you're going to use this technology and you'll be, it's going to make you live forever and be more intelligent and help the blind to see and the lame to walk. These are just all part of their miracles and deceptions so that they can lure you into this to this beast digital slave system and promise you immortality and salvation, but really it's a snare and a trap for your soul. All right. And you got Australia, they're planning their digital ID launch for this year, which is all boils down to the MOTB, man. All right, let me just start with that now. And this is Revelations 13, verse 16. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, and that word for mark is the charagma, which is the implantable sea hip, man, which these devils already have this system created. It exists right now, even as we speak. You have particular people out here literally walking around with these charagmas already in them. Some people, they'll show you how they'll start their car, unlock their doors, they'll use it to turn on their phones and do different things. But ultimately, you know when all is in play and they ultimately bring in this final MOTB system, everybody is going to be forced to have it. You know, I mean, eventually, you're not even going to be forced to have it. A lot of these people are going to willingly go and accept it because they're going to cause a financial collapse. They're going to let all chaos break loose. Within the cities, they're going to crash the dollar. They're going to send a cyber attack to where this current system, as we're accustomed to, they're going to totally collapse it and burn it to the ground. And then when all hell is breaking loose and people are starving, people are, invading one another, it's going to have civil wars popping off. This border crisis is going to totally get out of control. It's going to be complete chaos in Bedlam. They're going to come with this new savior of a system to where people are going to be so destroyed, so, you know, people are going to be so desperate and so, destitute that they're going to willingly go and accept this man's charagma, and they're going to accept this MOTB, and they're going to look at it as salvation. They're going to look at it as a way to get things back in order. It's going to seem like the best thing that, this government has ever done. And they're going to deceive a lot of you people into receiving this MOTB. And a lot of you are going to willingly take it. You see, this is why, the elect are not going to be deceived. We have the receipts. We have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to see right through it all. And we know how he's going to cause all people, rich and poor, small and great, to receive this mark, man. All right, because they're going to basically make it seem as if this is the only option and the only peace that you can have. And you see in those of our people, 2/3 of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that truly trust in this society, you trust in this system. When this system that you love so much and you depend upon falls, your only hope is in this world, is in trusting in Esau and trusting that he's going to get things back to somewhat normal. And your faith and your trust is going to be in this system, and you're going to be totally deceived and destroyed, man. But those of us who are of the household of faith, we're not going to fall for the okie doke. Hey, we're going to suffer for the names of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. We're not going to bow down and accept this man's mark, nor bow down and accept this shit, because our faith is truly and totally in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. It says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, you see? And this is the future. And I'm going to show you in this article, they're showing you this is going to be the only way at first is through this digital ID is the only way you're going to be able to access, private and public sector things, You're not going to be able, like pretty soon, like your driver's license won't be valid. You won't be able to go, to the bank or have any type of representation or to prove that you're a citizen or receive this or receive that unless you are linked to this new digital ID system. They're going to make it to where this is going to be the only way that you can interact and receive welfare, receive particular services. Is first you're going to have to digitally link yourself to this new system. And then eventually it's going to come in the form of the micro C-HIP. You see, it's just a gradual step. Because once they get you there, then they can get you the next time. Just like with these different Whole Food stores. Now, they're only allow you access is unless you have the biometric permissions or the QR code, or you got to, let them scan your palm. That's the only way that you can go into those particular Whole Food stores. All right. And that's pretty much making it to where, if you don't have that digital permission, you cannot go in that store and shop. They don't care how much money you have or how much you're willing to spend or how bad you might need those milk and eggs and groceries. If you don't have the proper digital identification and permission to get into that store, you're pretty much locked out of it. Just how some of these stores, they don't accept cash. So you can have all the cash in the world, but if you don't have, digital banking on your phone or, cashless options, you cannot shop in that store. So they're pretty much going to create a system to where if you don't have, the proper requirements, you can't function, you can't interact, you can't buy, you can't, you won't be allowed access into these particular establishments. And they're going to do this on a world global scale via the MOTB. You see? And it says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. You see? You're going to have to bow down to this new system and willingly sacrifice, make a blood sacrifice into this shit by allowing them to put that MOTB in you. It says, here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 right? So let's get this. It says the Australian government is planning a nationwide digital ID launch, which is tentatively set for this year. While it could be delayed for logistical reasons, it is clear that the government is fully intent on pushing a new digital ID agenda in the country, you see? And this is just gradual steps to the ultimate step is the MOTB, the Karagma. It says, having first entered Parliament last year, the digital ID bill in Australia finished its final stage at the end of January, garnering input from businesses and financial groups, you see? And all of these businesses and all forms of businesses and places in the future, they're all going to accept this new system. They're all going to be on board and equipped with the proper, infrastructure to support this shit. So if you want to shop at Amazon in the near future, you better have the MOTB. You better be linked into this system. Otherwise, you can't deal. All right. It says the country's authorities are currently communicating with the individual states. An announcement from the Department of Finance revealed that the novel system would empower users to select their preferred digital ID provider for the accessibility of both government and private services. You see, you're not going to be able to have access to these different government and private services unless you're digitally identified. You're going to have your biometrics. They're going to have certain information about you on a digital system. So if you want to receive a tax return, so to speak, hey, it's not going to be how it was before. It's all going to be in this digital form. It's all going to be under this new digital ID system. That's the only way that you could function or have accessibility to these programs. So they're cornering everybody to where if you're not into this system, then, hey, you can't do nothing. They can't help you. You'll be shut out. They'll be able to kill you in the sense of separating you from society. It says private entities can apply for accreditation to provide digital ID services under the Trusted Digital Identity Framework, which is the government's recognition framework. You see, so every business, every provider of whatever service are going to have to be down with this digital ID framework system. They're all going to be, all their businesses and transactions and everything about it is going to be under this system. See? It says, as stated by an official spokesperson, the legislative step will set in motion the enlargement of the Australian government digital ID system to encompass state, territory, and private sector or organizations opting to participate. And think about it. Unless you have, a good morals and you're a good individual, if you want to run your business and, continue to function, of course they're going to get down with it. Otherwise, what do you say on The Departed? No tiki, no laundry, man. You see? And a lot of these businesses, they're not gonna fucking go out of business just because, they see that the writing on the wall. They know eventually what this is leading to. They're gonna do what's in their best interest. You see, and that's why, the BlackRock and these big corporations that is owned by the elite are buying up all of these different businesses and companies so that they're not going to have the headache of trying to convince or trying to get particular businesses to get down with the digital, what is it called? The TDIF, the Trusted Digital Identity Framework. Because if they own all these different companies, of course they're going to accept this new system. They're going to be down with it. And it's going to lead you people no choice. And that's why faith and trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is going to be so vital in these last days. It says the National Digital ID will essentially serve as a comprehensive version of MyGov ID. And you have that over here, they're going to have that here in the States as well. It says the version of MyGov ID that Australians currently utilize for the Australian Taxation Office, Centrelink, and Medicare access. You see, you're not going to be able to access medical care, go to a hospital, unless you eventually insert yourself into this system. And then eventually the MOTB will be a part of that as well. That's how you will be identified. That's going to have all the information and all the permissions and information that they're going to need on you. You see? It says the strategy to retain other digital IDs issued by other state governments. And like we say all the time here, eventually you'll become the QR code. You'll become your own wallet. All right. They might let you put certain information and access it through your cell phones for a time being, but eventually they're going to put all this shit inside of you in the form of a charagma. It says an individual user will have the capability to create a multi-point image on a device to be validated against their passport photo or eventually their driver's license. Officials state that users need only to establish their credentials once, you see. And you better believe they're going to have eventually, like I said, they're going to let you put it on your phone for a little while. They're going to let you gradually have it there and then you'll feel comfortable with that. And then eventually it's going to go inside of you because they'll come with what if you lose your phone? You could lose your phone. Your phone could be lost. It can be whatever. Somebody could take it. You could leave it on a park bench and then there you go. Right there, all your information is gone. Somebody has it. You can never get it back because it's not like you can just snap your fingers and you can have a new cell phone or they'll tell you, whatever they're going to come out with. But they'll tell you if we can put this inside of you, then you can never lose it. You can never forget it. You can never leave it at home when you're in a rush because you're running late to work. It's already inside of you. You see, you just swipe your hand and boom, everything that's needed is right there. You'll never have to worry about backing up your information on the cloud. It could be hacked. It could be whatever. Now they'll just have it inside of you. And, it's there with you forever. They're going to play it like that as well. It says digital IDs often involve the collection and storage of personal data, including biometric information such as fingerprints or facial recognition data. This concentration of sensitive data can be a tempting target for hackers and cybercriminals. A successful breach could lead to identity theft, fraud, or even blackmail. Moreover, there is the risk of unauthorized surveillance and tracking, which that's what this whole system is going to be about. All right, it's not going to be unauthorized surveillance. They're already doing that shit right now. And that's the whole point of them issuing this MOTB is to have permanent and authorized surveillance and tracking of each and everything that you do, wherever you're going, what you're buying and selling, how you're using your, your CBDCs. All this shit is going to be monitored and traced and watched in real time all day, every day. So this is all irrelevant because this is exactly what they're trying to achieve and to have the power to do is to ultimately play God, with you people. You see, they're going to have authorized surveillance and tracking. Every single thing that you do will be in their control. And any moment that you get cute or you buck up or you defy any of their orders, they could, penalize you in real time. You see, they could tax you in real time, fine you in real time, pinpoint your locations, and to throw you in jail at any time. You see, if you go to a store and try to buy or sell, they'll have the access in real time to shut you out or restrict you from doing particular things. This is what they're trying to have. This is what this whole agenda and snare is all about. It says government or other entities could potentially misuse digital ID systems to monitor individuals without their consent, infringing on personal freedoms and privacy. And this is what the whole this is the snare that they're setting up to have the power to do over you, man. You see, it's not to save you. It's not to make things better, but it's just, like I said, it's a snare and a trap. And that's why, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, we got to be happy that we have this wisdom and this knowledge because it's the Lord is putting us up on game. We're going to be protected and delivered from this shit because we're not going to fall for the okie doke, nor is this trap going to catch the elect. This is Psalms 124:1. It says, if it had not been Yahweh who was on our side, now may Israel say, if it not had been Yahweh Bashem Yahushai who was on our side when men rose up against us, then they had swallowed us up quick when their wrath was kindled against us. And don't it tell you in Revelation 12:12 that Esau is eventually going to come down with that great wrath? All right. He is going to come down with great wrath and great anger eventually to bring in this MOTB system. And if it wasn't for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai spiritually and physically, who's going to come to defend us, hey, we will be swallowed up. Just like 2/3 of our people are going to be swallowed up when this MOTB, when this devil implements this new system and this snare and this trap. The majority of our people are going to be swallowed up by it because they did not take heed to the prophets. They didn't take heed to the warning, and they put their faith and trust in Esau Edom, who's eventually going to swallow them up and deceive them into taking this goddamn charagma. It says, then the waters had overwhelmed us. The stream had gone over our souls. Then the proud waters had gone over our souls, which the ultimate proud water right now is Esau. And his whole agenda in this system that he's rolling out is a very proud endeavor. And that's why I said he's going to cause both rich, poor, small, and great, everybody. He's going to flood them with this MOTB system because he's going to leave them only one way to believe that, they can be delivered and protected and, delivered out of the chaos that he's committing. It says, blessed be Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, who have not given us as a prey to their teeth. You see, so us having this truth and this knowledge, us knowing what this devil is truly up to, we're not going to be given as a prey to him. All right. We're going to deny. We're going to trust and put our faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and not be deceived or be played like a damn fool into bowing down and worshiping, his image and receiving his mark. You see, and some of us are going to have to, die righteously and die and for our testimony and trust and faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and not receiving this mark. And it's going to be, imputed unto us as righteousness and faith by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And we'll be raised up first and we'll be, eventually rewarded for our faith in the Most High. It says our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowler. See, and what is a snare? A snare is a trap that catch birds. And this MOTB system is a complete and utter snare and a trap for the souls of humanity, man. And like I said, he's going to present it as salvation, as hope, and as peace, and, as a way to save the planet and to, to save the earth and, make everything secure and you can have peace and safety and you can do this and you can do that. But really, it's all the fucking exact opposite. It's a complete digital a prison system for all you fools that take it out there. But guess what? The elect, we're going to be, we're not going to fall into that trap. We're not going to take the bait, but we're going to trust and put our faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and we'll be defended and protected, and we'll be saved from it and from the judgment of it, which is ultimately being nuclearly annihilated. It says the snare is broken and we are escaped, right? And we're ultimately going to be escaped when we are beamed up in the chariots and taken out of the great judgment of those that receive his mark and that worshiped his image. It says, our help is in the name of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, who made heaven and earth. See, and that's why this thing is not going to overtake us as a thief, and we're going to be delivered out of it. And this is why you should thank Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai every day for giving us this wisdom, knowledge, and this understanding to see exactly what the MOTB truly is. And being able to, see the gradual steps and snares that's going to lead up into it. And this is Psalms 119 and 109. It says, my soul is continually in my hand, yet do I not forget thy law. And guess what? Hey, it's a commandment not to take the MOTB. You see, we are commanded not to worship this man or his image or to receive this mark. It says, the wicked have laid a snare for me, yet I erred not from thy precepts. You see, and this is what's going to keep us stable when all these things really come to pass. When this devil fully implements the MOTB, hey, we're not going to err from the precepts or the commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. We're going to remain faithful. We're going to remain strong, and we're going to be delivered from it. It says, thy testimonies have I taken as an heritage forever, for they are the rejoicing of my heart. I have inclined my ear to perform thy statutes always, even unto the end. You see, and notice that we're going to be faithful even unto death, and you shall receive that crown of life. And what are we going to be being faithful to? Not bowing down to the image of this damn the beast. Not deviating from the commandments, man, but remaining faithful in the sight of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, even in the midst of Esau putting our head in a guillotine or threatening us with imminent death for not bowing down to this MOTB system. It says, I hate vain thoughts, but thy law do I love. And everything that this MOTB encompasses in Esau's New World Order, it's all vain because it's going to be eventually destroyed. So you will be a fool to believe the hype and to believe all the bullshit that he's offering and selling you as far as getting down with this beast system. It's all vain. It's all worthless. And it's going to end up being destroyed with fire. It says, thou art my hiding place and my shield. I hope in thy word. Yeah, we hope in the word, the promises, receiving the end of our faith, which is salvation, and not getting weak and bowing the knee to this damn devil Esau. All right, we're going to trust and hide within Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It says, depart from me, ye evildoers, for I will keep the commandments of my power. You see? And this is why some of us are going to die for the testimony in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because we're not going to bow the knee. We're not going to turn coat. We're not going to, depart from the Lord and get weak and, offer up our body unto this damn chip, man. It says, uphold me according unto thy word, that I may live, and let me not be ashamed of my hope. And that's what Esau's going to do. He's going to shame a lot of us for not trusting in this MOTB system. He's going to shame us. He's going to make us seem like we're evil, we're wicked, we're traitors, we're, all type of fucking shit, because we don't want to bow down to his bullshit, and because we want to have faith and trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It says, hold thou me up, and I shall be safe, and I will have respect unto thy statutes continually. It says, thou hast trodden down all them that err from thy statutes, for their deceit is falsehood. Thou puttest away all the wicked of the earth like dross. Therefore I love thy testimonies. You see, my flesh trembleth for fear of thee, and I am afraid of thy judgment. You see, and that's why we should fear Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and not fear man. All right. Even if Esau put your head in the guillotine, hey, that's all he can do is put you to death. But he doesn't have the power to destroy both life and your soul in hell, man. And I ain't talking about hell under the ground where you burn forever. I'm just talking about the hell as being the grave, being death. You see? Because that's all that Esau can do. That's why we have to fear Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai above all, even above what Esau is going to threaten and try to do unto you. You see? It says, let me see. It says, I have done judgment and justice. Leave me not to mine oppressors. Be surety for thy servant for good. Let not the proud oppress me. My eyes fell for thy salvation and for the word of thy righteousness. You see? That's pretty much what I wanted to get on that. But that's the main point, And we see where everything is headed, and we see what these devils are trying to ultimately do. All right? But, hey, it's through Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai that we're going to be delivered from it all, and that we're not going to fall for the okie doke, nor be snared and fall into the trap of this fucking MOTB system. And we know where all roads are going to eventually lead. So I just wanted to go on that. Lord willing, this was edifying and it was encouraging, and it further sets the stage of what's to come. And we see where this devil is taking this thing, and just continue to pray that we're all delivered from it, and that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai hides us in the day of this evil, that we be not overcome, nor get weak and fall for this bullshit. So with that, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai for putting the spirit in me to do this lesson. Lord willing, it was edifying. Shalom.